So today I'm going to talk to you and tell you how to do a very simple mindfulness practice called the foot focus. And I've got some willing volunteers here, and I'm just going to talk them through how I'd like you to do this. So, are you ready, you two? Great, I've got some nods from over there. So what I want you to do is sit with your feet firmly on the ground, and you can do this indoors or outdoors. So as you can see, we're outdoors, and we've got feet in the grass here. And I want you to wiggle your toes gently in the grass. What can you feel in your toes?
Feels like paper.
Feels like paper. Can you feel it all over the bottom of your feet?
Yes.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Is there different feelings on the different parts of your foot?
The heel feels really tickly.
So really tickly on your heel. Can you feel any pressure from the floor? Can you feel like the ground is pushing up on your foot at all?
The middle feels like there's nothing under it, and then the other bits feel like they're supported.
Okay, so you can feel that the front of your foot supported, maybe just behind your toes?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the heel feels supported. But the arch of your foot, you can't feel anything at all?
I can feel the grass, but not the ground.
Okay, lift your feet up slightly and just move them over the top of the grass. And see if you can get some feelings going on the bottoms of your feet or maybe in your toes. What do you notice?
It feels kind of rough and smooth at the same time.
That's interesting, isn't it? How you can feel lots of different sensations at the same time. Where can you feel the roughness?
On the front of my toes.
Okay. Where do you think that's coming from?
I think it's the grass.
So it's the way that your feet are brushing on the grass.
Yeah.
And the smoothness, where can you feel that?
On the bottom of my feet.
Okay, put your feet back down on the ground again. Put them flat, if you can. Right, without moving your feet, can you notice where your big toe is and where the other ones are, just by feeling? Sound confusing, right? Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so I've got a nod here. Sounds confusing. So, can you feel different feelings in your big toes and in your other toes? So if you weren't looking at your feet and you weren't wiggling them, could you tell me which one your big toe was and which ones were the other toes?
Touching them.
No, just by thinking about them. Can you feel different feelings in each toe, do you think?
Big toe I can feel more tickly.
Okay, so big toe feels more tickly and you know it's your big toe. How do you know it's your big toe?
Because it's got the most amount of tickliness and it's the biggest toe.
Okay, so that makes sense, doesn't it? If it's got the most amount of tickliness on it, then that's because it's the biggest toe. Okay. What about the other toes? Can you feel them?
Not as much.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Can you feel your little toe?
Not really.
No? What about if you wiggle it in the grass? And now do you know which one your little toe is?
Yeah.
How do you know? What can you feel in it that tells you it's your little toe?
It has the least amount of tickliness and it feels like it doesn't cover up much space.
Okay. Can you feel any air around your feet?
Going under the bridge bit.
Under the arch, so you can feel some air moving under the arch of your foot, which kind of tells you that's the arch of your foot. That's interesting. Can you feel any other air around your feet, maybe over the top or around the sides?
Through these things.
Through your toes, yeah. And willing participant number 2 here is pointing to the sides of her feet, so you can feel air going around the sides of your feet. Yeah, okay, so it's very different from wearing shoes actually. What else can you feel over the top of your feet? So not the bit that's touching the grass, just the tops. What do you notice?
Colder.
It feels a bit cooler. Because
And then this bit's warm.
okay, so you're feeling warm underneath where it's touching the grass and a bit cooler around the edges. Is that your experience too, participant number 2? Is that what you notice? Yeah, I've got a nod here, so that's good. Is there anything else that you notice about your feet? Just keeping them still for a minute.
The grass is softer than when we started.
So that you're noticing that the grass feels softer now. Maybe it felt quite prickly to start with because you weren't used to it, and now you're used to it and you're not moving your feet around so much, it feels a bit softer. Yeah. Are you having any other thoughts in your mind right now? What other things are popping into your head? You don't need to tell me, just tell me if you're having any other thoughts.
Yeah, kind of.
You're having a few more thoughts, okay. So when you notice those thoughts, if I asked you just to concentrate on your feet again and tell me something else about what you can feel in your feet? Anything at all, even if it's something you've already told me.
Feels like there's grass in my feet.
Feels like the grass in your feet. So you're noticing the grass more and more. Do you think that's taken your mind away from that thought that just popped in?
Yeah.
Yeah, so anytime you like, if you're sitting with your feet in the grass or your feet on the floor and no shoes on, you could maybe concentrate on your feet and say, what can I feel in my feet right now? And you'd stop thinking so much about that other thing that was in your head. Do you think that's right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Okay, are you surprised at how much you've noticed about what you can feel in your feet?
Yeah.
Would you normally think about what you can feel in your feet?
You could feel or just the floor and nothing else.
And you're surprised that you've noticed all these things?
Yeah.
When I first said to you, let's go and do some focusing on our feet, what did you think?
I thought that we'd feel our bones and stuff.
So you're quite relieved that you can't feel your bones, you've just noticed some of the nice things like the
Yeah.
grass and the air. Okay. Wiggle your toes. Press them down into the ground. We've always got the ground underneath our feet, haven't we? Which is quite nice.
Unless you're jumping.
Unless we're jumping, yes, absolutely. But any time we feel a bit worried about stuff or a bit like we've got too many busy thoughts in our heads, we can just put our feet down in the ground, can't we? Wiggle our toes and concentrate on what we can feel. Yeah? Well, thank you very much, participants. That's my mindfulness practice for today. Very simple. It's called the foot focus. Put your feet on the ground and really focus in on what you can feel in every part of your foot. Every time your mind drifts away, keep coming back to it, and you'll find that the more you practice this, the easier it becomes. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.